Welcome to another episode of Bears News Network. I'm your host, Mike Anderson, where we talk Chicago Bears sports like Chicagoans do, man. The number one place for prizes and tickets. So if you are a Chicago Bears fan, hit that subscribe button. Join the Bears News Network family. It's totally free of charge. Does not cost you anything. You just have to be a subscriber in order to win prize. In this episode, we're going to talk about the devastating loss that the Chicago Bears suffered at the hands of the Green Bay Packers, man. Once again, another devastating loss. And man, it just continues to get tougher from here, man. So we're going to talk about all that coming up right here on Bears News Network. Welcome back to another episode of Bears News Network. I'm your host, Mike Anderson, where we talk Chicago Bears sports like Chicagoans do, man. So if you're a Chicago Bears fan, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment, and interact with us, man. And hit the notification bell icon so you can be notified every time that we drop a video because we give out prizes over here. That's right, we give out prizes. So if you want to be eligible to get some of these prizes, you have to be a subscriber. And just to show you guys a little bit of the prizes that we have, as you can see right there coming up on the screen, those are some of the things that we give away over here at Bears News Network. So if you want to join the Bears News Network family, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell icon, and interact with us. Now, one thing that's in there that's not, that we don't give away for free, that you do have to enter the raffle for, is the Chicago Bears 1985 Chicago Bears Championship replica ring. That's going for a $5 raffle. You either get Cash App or PayPal, and that includes the jewelry case, the ring bat, and then we throw a couple of those things that we seen in that picture right there, along with a big old bundle gift bag. So we'll be giving that away to one lucky subscriber at the end of this season, closer to the end of this season. But if you want to be eligible for that, you can get that information in right now. Now, man, devastating loss once again that the Chicago Bears suffered, man, at the hands of the Green Bay Packers. It's just like we can't get over the hump with this team, and it continues and continues to haunt us no matter who's the head coach, no matter who's the quarterback. We seem to be so close sometimes. Been close this time most in recent past years, and I really did think that we were going to be able to pull it out at the end, but we was not able to. Man, the Chicago Bears fell once again to the Green Bay Packers. Right now, that makes Matt Eberflus 14-30 under Matt Eberflus with that record. Caleb Williams, though, in the offense, did have a manageable game, did look the better with the offense under Thomas Brown play calling. He had 23 of 31 attempts, 231 yards. He threw for 0 touchdowns and 0 interceptions, but he did have a 95 rating. He did have 9 rushes for 70 yards and a 7.8 yards per carry that he did with running the ball. When you look at Caleb Williams, man, 70% chance for the Chicago Bears to win this game. That's now 5 ugly losses that the Chicago Bears have under with Matt Eberflus. And this one hurts more than the Washington game to me, the Hail Mary, because it's against the Packers. It's against a rival. It's against a divisional opponent. And you haven't been able to get over the hump with this team in the past recent years. They're basically big boy, babied you over the past few years, and you always seem to get a little bit of motivation and think you could take them down, and you just haven't been able to, man. And we could get into a lot of things as to it is coaching. I think it plays a huge part as the reason why these now 5 huge losses has been under Matt Eberflus' belt. And we can see that with this formula, no matter what we do, it's just Matt Eberflus just does not have the winning knack that we need from a head coach from this team. Now, a lot of people say, Matt Eberflus may be a great guy, a great father, great husband, maybe a great person, but as far as leading the Chicago Bears to a championship and getting W's, he's just hasn't been able to do it. And it's just like when anybody is hired for a specific job, it doesn't matter how good your personality is and how good of a person you are. If you're not performing your job duties, they're going to replace you with someone who can. So in my eyes, I think as far as Matt Eberflus is the head coach of this football team, I don't see how we are going to be able to turn it around. It's going to be tough. But with that record, I'm pretty sure, and I feel comfortable sealing and saying that this is just what it is with this team. We always find ways to lose. Like I said, the offense did look good under Thomas Brown, play calling, good distributing the ball evenly with a lot of different players. Roma Duve, 6 receptions for 65 yards, came up with a big catch late in the game. He's now leading the Chicago Bears in receptions out of all the wide receivers. Crazy. Cole Kmet had 3 receptions for 42 yards. At 25, it was his longest. Keenan Allen also 4 receptions, 41 yards. DeAndre Swift getting it going with 71 rushing yards out of 14 attempts and a touchdown. And I like the way Thomas Brown evenly used Roschon Johnson and DeAndre Swift in the running game. That was good to see, a good balance. And then DJ Moore, 7 receptions, 62 yards, man. So I like what I've seen. Caleb looked more comfortable. He played more free. He uses Thomas Brown called good play calling for him to use each of his playmakers well. And it was a good distribution of the ball evenly to all the play callers. Like I said, one thing that's positive we can stand out from this Chicago Bears game is that Caleb Williams has the clutch gene. I believe we do have a franchise quarterback in Caleb Williams. That's twice now against good defenses, good defenses. He has been able to put us in a position to win the ball game late. And that's what franchise quarterbacks do. Even when they have their struggles, when it all counts and matter, they're able to put the team on their back and will their team to victory. And now in his rookie season, Caleb Williams has been able to do it twice due to bad coaching and coaching malpractice. It has not resulted in wins. So, man, also with all of this going on, the Bears defense now as well has been taking a huge hit. The Bears defense is ranked 14th in the NFL, and we've been moving out of that top 10. We have dropped out of the top 10 over the past couple of weeks. We were the top 10 unit, but as we can see, as the offense started to take its stutter cuts and falling back, the defense had took major setbacks as well, and now we're just outside of that top 10 at 14. So along with that, the defense needs to be able to step up its game, and that's one thing I wanted to ask you guys is, has the defense lost trust in Matt Eberflus? That's one big question, because if the defense has lost trust in Matt Eberflus, that's one thing that he had to hold on to coming into from last season that actually kept him his job. Everything else was bad, but one thing everyone was saying, he gets that defense looking good. Like the defense, he's calling it good. It looks very good, but now with the defense continue to take the drops that it's been taking over the weeks and not being the top 10 unit like they desire, do you guys think has the defense lost trust in Matt Eberflus? I want to hear you guys' comments. Put your comments right underneath the video. Now, one thing that stood out to me as well is on Caleb Williams on 3rd and 4th downs versus Green Bay. He finished with a PFF grade of 93.4. He was 10 out of 12 attempts. He had 112 yards. He had 8 passing first downs, and he had 4 rushes for first downs and 4 rushes for 40 yards. So on 3rd and 4th down, something that the Chicago Bears struggled with during the past recent weeks, we can clearly see that they took a step in the right direction on the offensive side of the ball this week with Caleb Williams. And you see that he was kind of in a groove when they got the game going in late situation, and he was telling Thomas Brown, basically you could see he was like, come on, we going for it. Like those guys was pumping. It was good to see the offense taking its big step. Now, big question in the room, man, elephant in the room that everybody wants to know: what should the Chicago Bears do at this point? I want to hear from you guys, man. What is the next steps with this team? What direction they should go in? Like I said, it's been tough, man. It's really been tough. How many late game situations that the Chicago Bears have been in, and they just failed to execute, whether to do on coaching or whatever the situation may be. But we can clearly see that something is not right, and they just haven't been able to develop a winning culture under Matt Eberflus. So what should the Bears do? I want to hear you guys comment. That's today's poll questions today. Like me and Cootie always say, we thank everybody for tuning in. Next episode, we announce 2 new prize winners. And like we always say, bear down and be safe, Chicago.